Welcome back to How to Souls. My name is Rach and today we're going to continue with our Elden Ring 100% walkthrough. Last time we explored the surface level of the Weeping Peninsula and now it's time to start on the caves. So Twitch chat were mean to me and they voted for the hardest cave, the hardest boss, and it is this one up here in the north. It's called Earthbore Cave. Now, the boss of this cave is a Runebear, and they never get easier. No matter how often you fight them, they are just crazy. But I have a nice big tip to help you and me deal with this one. So first of all, we're going to head to the cave. Here's how you get to the cave. We're going to teleport to this grace just in the center of the zone and head due north, basically until we get to the cliff. Here you will notice a path leading downwards, and at the end of this path, along the cliff, is the entrance to the cave. There's actually a little like sort of spirit guide helper that you can find if you look for like a sort of spiritual spooky candelabra thing that will lead you here, but in my opinion, just head north, head for the coast, and then yeah, it's pretty easy to find. Because we're inside the cave, we can't warp out of it, so we do have to just like run out of it, but now we have the waypoint. Now you know what it is. Before we go in here and tackle this Runebear boss, we don't have the right equipment yet. Really cool way to deal with Runebears is to put them to sleep. Bears love to hibernate. So we have to go to this location right here up in Limgrave. If we teleport to the artist's shack, it's the safest way to get there. Here we're looking for a cookbook, Farver's cookbook, which will allow us to make sleeping pots. This is something that's going to be useful not only for this boss, but for a future boss, which is also very susceptible to sleep. If you're coming to Elden Ring from only having played Dark Souls, sleep will be new to you. Does what it says on the tin, it puts the enemy to sleep. Enemies which are resistant to sleep, sleep kind of sucks, but those that are weak to it, it's really, really effective because if you hit an enemy while they're asleep, it deals massive critical damage. So Runebear is going down. So when you ever find these like little clusters of tombs, they will have lots of little runes in them. But this one in particular is special, denoted by the purple sort of glow on this shiny here. And this is our Farver's cookbook, so you want to pick that up. This gives us the ability now to craft the sleeping pots. We do still need obviously the ingredients to craft them, and we do need pots to put them in. This one, sleeping pots, you use cracked pots, which we have got 3 of them. We found them at merchants throughout if you've been following this walkthrough, but you're looking for cracked pots if you don't have any. A lot of merchants sell them. So to craft them, we need mushrooms, which we've been finding all over the place, and St. Trina's lilies. There are a few of these we can pick up here in Limgrave. The first 3 are just here south of the Limgrave tunnels, which I realise if you teleport to the Limgrave tunnels, it's a pain in the ass because you have to now call the elevator back down and then wait for the elevator. And just while we're waiting on the elevator, I'll go ahead and mark on the map the location of our next Trina's lilies. Because yeah, we can pick up 5 like right here in Agheel Lake. So call the elevator, run slowly out. This might not have been the closest grace now that I think about it, but hey, it's a short episode. Mount up on Torrent, stick to the right underneath this sort of archway. There is a giant crab under here, so be careful, but there are 3 Trina's lilies here just to be picked up. There they are, glowing nice and brightly. There's the 3rd one just under the crab. And now we will head towards our second marker, which is down at the Dragonburnt Ruins, just here next to the Stake of Marika. It's not Stake of Marika, is it? It's the Summon Stake, that's it. There are another 2 Trina's lilies, just at the sort of north side of those ruins. So now we technically have enough to build like 5 pots. We don't need 5, but we might need more. You know, if this takes you a couple of tries, you've got 5. You cannot farm Trina's lilies. They are now gone. They will not respawn. So that's maybe worth me saying. Okay, so we've crafted our pots. We've put them on our equipment bar. It's time to go through the cave. The cave is pretty short. The big scary bit at the start is this cracked flooring. If you walk on this, you will fall through the ground onto the giant rats below, which is kind of scary. It's not a big deal, just, I don't know, deal with it. It's just rats, but at the same time, we don't really want to, we want to always be one step ahead, you know? We don't want to be bamboozled. We want to do the bamboozling. So we're just going to take the long way around, a couple bits of moss to pick up, couple silver fireflies in this cave. You'll find the same kind of materials. They sort of upgrade as you go through the game. But there's some things you only find in caves, some things you only find in catacombs. So just get in the habit of just picking things up as you find them, and then you won't have to go back through the game, like through previous areas, to try and get stuff. Because these are just common materials, these do respawn. But Trina's Lily is rare, doesn't respawn. There's the giant rat. So here is where you would have fallen down if you had fallen prey to that trapped chest floor earlier on in the cave. Like I said, super short cave. That's pretty much it. So not a big deal, obviously. If you did fall down, you didn't miss anything. You missed like a rune pickup. Here's the way to go, just down this drop here. More rats to kill. And there is a pit to drop down. Oh, skill issue right there. Glowstones, if you do want to mark your way. I mean, this isn't exactly a labyrinth, but perhaps in future they'll be useful. And some kukris for ranged attacks if you lack them. You can stick just tiny tiptoe over the edge here to land on the next platform. Just safely to drop down. It's kind of dark. Ah, there we go, that's fine. Right or left, whatever. There's our fireflies. More moss. Very nice. And then around the corner here. Right, here is the boss, okay? This is the boss room. No golden fog, right? You go into this room, you're pulling the boss. Let's be ready. So, we're going to buff ourselves to the teeth because we only want this to take 2 flasks, right? 2 pots. Drink your flask. Blood grease, sure, why not? Or fire grease or whatever, just some kind of grease. Flame grant me strength. And let's get ready with our sleep pots. So you're going to throw this at the bear as he's waking up. He has to stay in that cloud for long enough, there you go, for him to get the sleep debuff. You can tell it because it goes all purple. Don't hit him as he is falling asleep. Wait for him to fall asleep. The orange mark appears on his head and crit. Look at that. So getting ready with the pots again. You might want to roll like into him, forwards through him rather than away from him. There's another pot. And then I like to just sort of like go in all aggressive, like just sort of keep him in place after I throw, just to keep him in that cloud, because you don't want him then running away out of the cloud. So you want to throw and then push forwards, not throw and then push back, because then if you push back, he might jump, you know, he might chase you and jump out of the cloud too fast. But there you go, blink and you'll miss it. That is the easiest way to take down the Runebear boss with just 2 sleep pots and granted a very, very powerful weapon and a lot of buffs. But this walkthrough is all about play smart, not hard, so there you go. We've even got a spare sleep pot for later. That boss dropped a magic defense talisman, which is definitely going to come in useful in future. But that is the first of many caves in Weeping Peninsula done. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to see the next part of our Elden Ring walkthrough.